What's up, world? It's your girl Shay in the building. You already know. Coming through with another segment of parenting, I want to say, right? I ain't even about to get into like the whole, hey, Shay world in the building. It's Gemini's world, blah, blah, blah. This is a really touchy subject, and I just really want to just break down and cry because we've been talking about it for a long time, and I don't understand why it's still a thing. Like, why? Like, we're growing, we have kids, and, it's a new society. Why is that a thing? All right, so let me just dive into it. Today, I just want to talk about how, like, parents, some parents or parents of the two have disbeliefs, they feel, I guess, because they grew up a certain kind of way and they won't accept a certain culture, certain change, different changes in the millennium or whatever. They just downright just will not accept, right? But when it comes to your children, it's like, it's cringeful. Like, you're disgusted about the things that they are doing in the trending or whatever the case may be. I want to talk about, homosexuality in children. And I'm bringing it up because recently we had a conversation, me and my kid's father, about this. It ain't the first time. It's been happening multiple times. We have these conversations about homosexuality in our children, and it always escalates to something really major. And I don't understand why that is. And it breaks my heart. Because, like, I have a son, and I have 3 kids. You already know. I have 2 daughters and a 5-year-old son. Like, my daughter, she's 16. The other one is 18. 18-year-old, she's already on her own. She's been living out the house since she was 17. She's about to have her first baby with her boyfriend. They've been together over 3 years now. And they just been basically doing their own thing. So I don't worry about her. She's her own woman. Whenever she needs me, I'm there. My 16-year-old, however, she is working. She's doing good in school or whatever. However, she's been living a lifestyle like she likes both parties. Like, she likes male and female, like, she is into that type of stuff. She's like, I want to say, like, she's flamboyant with it or anything like that. It's just that's just what she likes, and she knows to come to me and talk about any sexuality. It doesn't matter. She want to talk about sex if she want to. She can come to me and talk to me about it. She talk about me. Talk about boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. I'm not promoting it. I'm not saying that go get a boyfriend or anything like that. But, at the age of 16, going on 17, you're working. I'm not saying that, hey, it's cool, but it is what it is. I have already accepted it. My son, he's 5, turning 6. Now, not that he watches these type of, TV shows where it's like flamboyant or whatever. It's, gay is gayness. However, homosexuality is out there now. It's everywhere, And I'm not saying that like it's a fucking virus or some shit. This is the point of, it's a new trend. It's just new, It's been out. It's just now more acceptable nowadays. Now, what's the issue about everything, right? Is that my kid's father is just against it. My kid's father is really, really fucking against it. And I can't understand it because his family on both sides, his mother's side and his father's side, there is lesbians, there's dykes, studs, the whole 9 yards. Like, there's gay guys, the tops and bottoms, on both sides of the fence. Like, so I'm not understanding why he's so against it when he grew up around it. Like, his favorite aunt is gay. She's a stud. That's my favorite person, so. But I'm just like, it breaks my heart because it was just a conversation about my son, My son, he's around with us all day, all day, every day, and I try to get him the help or whatever. I done moved up here to New York, and I'm not receiving the help that I thought I would receive, having a phone conversation prior to coming up here. I'm not seeing what he said he was going to do, So it's like my son is starting to mimic some of the things that me and my daughter do, right? So, I'm not like, oh my God, get your gay ass out of here, or anything like that. I would never fucking do that shit. But I am saying, like, okay, no, don't do that. Like, in other words, don't put mommy's shoes on or anything like that. I'm not popping him in the hand. And that's what he wants me to do. He wants me to, like, pop him, beat the hell out of him, or whatever. Or just like, no, you're never going to be gay or whatever. Listen, I'm a parent that is accepting, life. Like, you got kids today that is committing suicide. You feel me? And I am an advocate. Like, I can speak on it because I had those dark days when I was a teenager. It wasn't because of a homosexuality. Like, it was more of the lines, I just felt neglected, like I was abandoned, and I had relationship issues or whatever. But guess what? It's like, I had a lot of shit going on mentally. So, kids, when you start treating them like shit and you start neglecting them and all of that, like, that shit gets to me. It gets to them. You get what I'm saying? Like, it makes them feel unwanted. It makes them feel like they're doing something fucking wrong. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not so much if they're following a trend. Because I had debated about this. You too. Like, they're like, it starts within the home. You can have a 2-parent home, motherfucker. Bitch, you can have a fucking pastor as a fucking father. Okay? And a mother who is a teacher or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you're around some positivity. And I'm not going to say, like, living, in the gay lifestyle that's negative. Don't take that. Don't quote me. It's just the point of, like, as people look at it today, like, oh, living in a 2-parent home, married, or, with your whole family and eat dinner at the damn table type shit, they look at that like that's the life. That's positivity. You can have all that fucking shit and your son's still living in the motherfucking closet. He one way with you, but he in the fucking closet. And I'm not cursing as in I'm disgusted. I'm just disgusted that some parents that they get disgusted and they get in their feelings and they be upset. How the hell do you get gay? And it's like it's a like a plague. Like, it's something bad about being gay. I'm still today reading the Bible. Like, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck in the Bible do it say that shit. Nobody can really explain to me where do it say that in the Bible. I don't know. I'm reading the Bible as I go along. Because I'm trying to turn a new leaf and everything. But I'm trying to figure it out, like, where do you see that in the fucking Bible? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to understand. But even all in all, sin and sin, there's no fucking value. So you can't judge a person saying that they're gonna go to fucking hell. Just you by judging, you going to hell. Like, so I'm just saying, like, I get disgusted when people tell me, or especially their father, when we get into a heated-ass argument. And I'm going to get into the details of it, but it's like, let me go into the person of the kitchen table. How your son is in, and living a whole nother lifestyle where he goes outside and go see Jimmy and Sasha and stuff. Like, and Sasha is transgender, but you didn't know that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the whole thing. Like, it's now a norm. Like, and all I say is follow your heart. Whatever you want to do, go ahead. But I'm not promoting sex at my house. That's just the bottom line. I don't promote, like, okay, this is the way you need to live or whatever the case may be. Go ahead. If you want to get married to a woman, be married to a fucking woman. But just know, right now, when you live in my motherfucking house, nigga, whether you want to be gay or not, you want to get your school books done, okay? I don't want you out here in these motherfucking streets, bitch. Like, you know what I mean? That's the type of time I'm on. I'm not on the type of time where I'm worried about my son being a gay son or whatever. I'm still learning terminology. It's not like I live the whole lifestyle of being gay or whatever. I'm still learning the terminology, but I would never disrespect anybody. Okay, so I had my gay phase, even with my ex-girlfriend. that ain't work out for me. I guess because I wasn't ready for her at the time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, do I want to try it out again? I think I do. To be honest with you, it's kind of fun. But anyway, so all seriousness though, it's just a norm, you know. But what really got me, now let me get into it. What really got me was, now when I bring my son over, because we had a heated ass argument several times about it, and he's looking at him more, he's looking at the other kids. Now, mind you, my son is 5, his sister that's close in age is 4, then his little brother is 3. Those two live with him, and my son live with me, of course. So he's looking more at him and chastising him, he say, because he's the oldest. But it's not even because he's the oldest, it's the fact that we had the conversation about homosexuality. Now you want to look at every little details, and you think by hitting him and telling him off or whatever the case may be, like that's supposed to teach him how to be a man. Calling my son a nigga, saying, oh, you doing that faggot shit, snatching shit out of his hand, yelling in his face, cussing at him, that ain't teaching him how to be no fucking man. And to be honest, if you was a real man, to be honest, can we be frank? You would know your sexuality and can actually hang out with gay guys, so long as you don't disrespect if they don't go too far. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that. And it questions me, because if you got family that you've been around, you should be comfortable in your skin. You know what I mean? Like, because ain't nobody going too far. Then it got me questioning, like, what happened to you when you was a kid? You know what I mean? No disrespect. What the fuck happened to you when you was a kid? Or when you was locked up multiple times? I don't know, because I don't go that deep. But I'll just be wondering, what's up? Why you feel so wholeheartedly? Like, how you feel that bad about your son possibly being gay? If he's showing signs of it, you want to nip it in the bud right now by knocking him out. Not even knocking him out. I'm making it sound like child abuse, but like, if you get what I'm saying, trying to stop him in his place, as if when he get older, teenagers, they have a mind of their fucking own. Like I said, he mimics us because it's a bunch of girls. There's no boys in my house. Now, I'm not saying he's being sassy, like, snapping his fingers or anything like that, switching or anything, hands on his hip. I mean, he was at one point, but, hands on his hip or whatever. It's just, it's more the lines of, we had a conversation. Now, the conversation went right. The conversation went that, what if, you know what I mean? We was laughing and all this giggling or whatever one day, and I just struck a conversation, just like, cause you see it all the time. Well, I'm like, what if our kids, the little ones, become gay? What if he's like, would you still love him? Like, would you care to love him? Cause he's so against gay guys. I had a best friend back in the day. I miss him dearly. Who he despised, because he let an old friend of mine tell him some nonsense, that I had a crush on him and all this other stuff, and I just love this person. Like, I just love being around him. I could tell all my secrets to him, everything. It just, I guess, because the fact that he was a nice looking young man, and around my age, he looked at him like as if he was a threat. That's how I took it, as he thought he was a threat. So ever since then, well, he never really liked gay people, period. But ever since then, it just made it more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, I have all my years been dealing with you. I never seen a gay guy put a pass on you. I never seen a gay guy disrespect you in any kind of way. Even my hairdresser back in the day, I never seen that. So why you feel the need to like come off strong and be disrespectful, like verbally to me about them, And then you get around them, you regular. You say you'll never disrespect them. You know, you'll never go out your way. Okay, cool. But, like, because there's some dudes that will knock your dick off. Like, they'll knock your ass smooth out. Gay or no gay. You know, that shit will go out the fucking window, honey. But it's just a point of, you just feel the need to just, I don't get it. I don't know. All I know is, it's scary because my son is only 5 and he loves his father. He loves his fucking father. Every time we pass, you know, the area, he think he's going to the study house. And to just know that my son came to me one day, he was yelling in his face and stuff. And Lord knows I need the help, but I desperately would suffer. I would suffer. Okay, suffer. And deal with my, you know, son being a nag or whatever. You know what I mean? Just, I would deal with that. Just to avoid my son going through any type of hurt. And that's what he look at, like, I'm enabling him. I'm making him gay by just always, like, coddling him and hugging on him. At the end of the day, he's still a kid. He don't know nothing about being a man yet. Like, he's fucking 5, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like men in general need love. Boys need love. They need to know how to, you know, treat their woman. They need to learn how to, you know, be more respectful. And what other person to do that besides their mother? I ain't trying to say that I don't want to make him weak or soft or anything like that. Yeah, like, he can be gay and hard. Motherfucker, the point is he gonna learn how to love and be humble, control his anger versus what you do. But that shit hurt my heart when we had that heated ass argument. Like, my son not gonna be fucking gay and this and that. So I got on him. And no offense, you know, my Incas are just, I'm a little retarded. But I just said, well, what about your damn daughter? What if she become a bulldagger? Motherfucker, like, excuse my French. It was just that type of time. I'm so sorry for using those type of terminologies. It just was one of those moments. And I say, well, look, it's not fucking funny. Well, I say, and look at that little one right there. Like, oh my God, yo. Don't come for my son. Don't come for my kids. I'll take your kids down, okay? So I got on him all life. What if your daughter gonna be a bulldagger? Your son, like, the fuck? He might be more fierce than Buddha. Like, are you serious? I don't mean that for real. It's just that I'm overprotective of my kids, and I just went there. But honestly, it should never even went there at all with anybody's kids. We don't talk about nobody's kids. You can't say what their future's gonna hold. It's not that type of time. But when you say something about my kids, it's like, you believe that shit. You believe that he's going to be gay. And if he chooses to be gay, you're not going to accept my child. That's what you're saying. You're not going to take my child in. You're not going to, like, show love. You're going to just, like, shun him, ain't you? You're just going to keep your distance from him, right? Because he's gay. And if he hit the lottery or make millions of dollars or whatever, or you still not going to, I mean, not to say, like, oh, you should be on his dick when he makes some money. Just the point of, you ain't going to say how proud you is of him, like, for just making it. You know what I mean? You from the hood. We all from the hood. Look where we at right now. In the suburban. Like, we in the middle. I'm trying to get up there where I don't have to use no government assistance. Feel me? So if my kids happen to make it, they gonna look me out because I'm their mother and I took care of them. You may never accept our children for what they are. And I don't find that to be okay, but it is what it is. I'm so tired of fucking having to defend my children against this fucking family. This family is really bad. If you get what I'm saying. If you understand where I'm coming from. It's bad. It's bad. I'm tight, man. I'm over this family. I can't with the grandmother. She catch an attitude every 5 minutes. When they went on this trip, I ain't even speak on that. That's a whole nother topic. My daughter, we went to Florida. Me and my daughter and my son. We went to Florida for the first time. Got on the plane. It was scary at first, but I loved it the second time because I went to sleep. But coming from New York with all the smoke, and then going to the beautiful state of Florida, that was a beautiful fucking feeling. Okay, you understand me? That was so fucking beautiful. Coming back, I had to work, and my daughter, she was off the schedule, but she was going to a concert with her father, right? Because I didn't want to go. I had nobody to watch my son. I asked him to ask his mother because we and her not on that type of time, but I speak to her anyway, but I don't have her number because she won't give it to me. She actually changed her number just so I wouldn't call her, as if I was harassing her, calling her a lot. I only called her to get to her son when her son act like he didn't want to be bothered. And that be once a day. But anyway, so I asked him to ask her if she could watch our son while I work. His kids is already there. She watching them. I mean, why you can't do me that favor? I'm not asking you to keep them the whole time. I'm asking you, can you just hold them until my shift is over so I can do my shift? Because I still got bills to be paid over here. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I have to keep calling out. And it's fucked up because while I'm calling out, I'm missing money. I'm trying to do Uber Eats. He keep falling asleep. I'm getting frustrated, and my rental is due. It was a lot of bullshit. It was a lot of shit going on. But what I just found out to be funny is like I'm asking him and ask her. I can hear her in the background. She was talking at first until he asked her. She would ghost and quiet. That's the shit I be talking about. I'm like, yo, don't even keep asking. He asked her again. And then she just kept being ghost. I was like, don't even ask her no fucking more. That shit burnt my fucking soul. Because you go to everybody and say how much you a grandmother, you this, you that. But then when it's my son, you disown him in a time of need. Like, he could be with his fucking siblings. You don't even want to watch. I mean, I ain't gonna say it like that. You never wanted to be a grandmother to my kids when it was just the two girls before he was born. Didn't want to be a fucking a grandmother to them. It had to have been her sister who was my favorite to want to do something with my kids. If y'all get what I'm saying, like. She was more of a grandmother, and we always used to joke about this shit every fucking year. Brought them for Christmas, birthdays, took them out to eat, took them out to carnivals. Whenever there was an event downtown in Newark, like it was always they are. And I'm forever grateful. Whenever I get money, she got it. You hear me? She got it. My whole thing is like, I can't, yo, cause the fucking neglect is so real, bruh. It goes back into time, like, it's fucked up. My son getting neglected. You understand me? Just like how I got neglected. That's fucked up. And to me, that's really, really fucked up. And I'm emotional because when I say like me, when I was a kid, you know, I brought up stories. I talked about my pops, and that was a real touchy subject. Like, you know what I mean? Going to Florida, my stepmoms. I went down there with my stepsister, you know, my stepmom's her husband. They took us to SeaWorld. They you know, they treated us really nice down there. And then my cousin, she was so mad at me because she lives in Jacksonville. She came all the way down. And because she seen me on Facebook, she posted, she was like, why the hell you ain't tell me you was down here? And I was like, I ain't want to burden nobody. You know what I mean? I just don't want to burden nobody, right? So she took me out to eat, and I felt like a kid all over again. We went to SeaWorld, all of that. Like, we had a good time. But it was this one moment when my stepmother was like, you acting like you ain't never been nowhere. Like, we ain't never take y'all to the zoo. And so, like, you ain't see these animals. And it just struck a nerve. Like, if only she knew the hurt that I feel right now. Like, or been feeling for years. She don't even know. I don't know if she know or if she care or whatever. But, like, I don't want to put her out there like that. But I don't think she know. I ain't never go to no zoo with them. So when I'm talking to her, we going back and forth debating, and it's like I'm putting on a fake ass smile the whole time. Like, nah, that's not me. I didn't go with y'all. I ain't go to Disney World with y'all. I ain't go nowhere with y'all. When I came in, I was barely welcome in that home, bro. Like, so I know what neglect feels like, okay? I know what abandonment feels like, too, because I'm on one block. How my fucking biological father is on another block at a social club with an RV, a truck, the whole 9 yards, you feel me? And I'm living in what I felt to be normal because I ain't never experienced shit. I ain't never had a good childhood in my... After seeing what a childhood looks like, that's why I live through my kids, and I'm overprotective for my kids. Like, I try my best. You understand me? Because I ain't have shit. So, when I was living on my block, and we had to eat schoolyard lunches that was in the dumpster and shit, I thought that was fucking normal. I didn't know outside of that. My mother got a social security check every month, and she would try to take me out. We either had Burger King. We either had McDonald's for downtown, or we have a slice of pizza. And so I just got too old for just the one slice. I wanted 2 slices, and she only could afford 1 slice of pizza. It was a McDonald's. You understand me? Once a month, it was an Audi. Now, me and my kids, we do it every fucking day. Every day, faithfully. We go to McDonald's before they go to school, before they go to class. We have a bonding moment where we listen to Steve Harvey. I have moments with my kids. You know what I mean? I have more moments than I ever had. So when I say I live like shit, I live like shit. I had dogs and shit in the house, and I had a fucked up childhood after seeing my kids and experiencing other people's lives. I know what that shit feels like about neglect and abandonment, okay, and being treated differently. So when I got into my father's house and things was different, shit stopped. I ain't like I said, I ain't seen no fucking SeaWorld. I ain't seen none of that, no zoo. I don't know what you're talking about. The only thing I experienced when we got a little older is when we went to the skating rink and to the movies by ourselves. And I used to sneak off some days until my sister told on me. I used to play hooky, and I used to go back into my old hood, because that's all I knew. The hell? So I know what neglect and abandonment feels like. Now, when it goes to my kids, my son, I go off. Because my son, he love y'all to death. He adore y'all. But when he got a feeling, he know what love and hate is like, he tell me every day he love me. I love that. He give me a hug. He give me a kiss on the cheek. I love that for my son. Because he know what love feels like. And he knows what hate is like, too. So, for a person to sit there and neglect and yell and all that goofy shit and talk about homosexuality and all that dumbass shit, yo, you got me fucked up. I'm gonna go toe-to-toe for mine, motherfucker. If my daughter get into a fucking fight, and I'm supposed to be one of those responsible parents or whatever. I'm humble as hell. I'm nice as shit. We gonna try to talk it out. But if you want some donkey shit, I could go hood too, motherfucker. Like, we could do that shit. Whichever way you wanna go. But I'm gonna try my best to talk it out, because that's what the first thing I'm gonna do. Okay. Just like I tell my kids when they was growing up. What are the 3 things you're supposed to do? When someone is bullying you or hating on you or whatever, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to tell somebody first, right? You're supposed to talk to them first, tell them to stop. Talk to a teacher, that is the second. If the teacher don't do shit, you knock the motherfucking snot at that motherfucker because you fucking tried. You fucking tried. That's it. That protects you against everything. You feel me? You give them a warning, and then you tell authority. They don't fucking do something, then motherfucker, you do what the fuck you gotta do. That's as simple as that. That's always been the main motherfucking rule. That's the only thing I had. So I'm very overprotective of my kids. Man, I don't give a fuck. So you're gonna come at me with the homosexuality shit. That shit is like, that shit breaks my heart. And for their grandmother just be on some funny shit, that shit is cringe at my soul, because when he come over, you got your arms open, great grandson. I be wanting to fucking I be wanting to slap the what? Get the fuck out of here, grandson. You ain't been a grand anything for how long? Ever. You just they father mother. Motherfucker father motherfucker. Whatever the fuck. Like, you feel me? Like, who the fuck are you? Shit just annoys my soul. And I'm sorry to be emotional and shit, but on my show I'm very transparent, like I said. And I give you the truth. I give you the raw. This is my story, and that's what I'm doing. I'm sticking to it. Anybody could feel some type of way. It is what it is. Make a podcast. Tag me in it. I don't know. We could collab, talk, whatever. But this is how I feel. You understand me? This is how I feel. In all honesty, I just wanna break away. And when I be wanting to break and stuff, and the neglect and feeling comes in and all of that stuff, I do break down. I be feeling like, just why my kids gotta go through that? And I'm like, I'm wishing I can be two people. I gotta bust my ass work. I work at McDonald's and I do Uber. You know what I mean? That's my hustle, you know. If I lose the weight, I could promote my straight goddess, and I could have one stream income and then build on something else. You know what I mean? Having multiple incomes. Hell, if I win the lottery, that's streams of income, because I'm not gonna get no lump sum, motherfucker. I'm getting that annuity. I want the whole guapo. You feel me? With all of it. Like, I just want to be able to be in my kids' lives more. But it's so difficult when you don't have the support group. If you get what I'm saying. Like, working as a single mom with the young kids, you just expect people to just help. And I'm talking about the people that created these little ones. But it ain't the same. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not the same. I don't get that in return. And in fact, it's a little bit more neglectful. Like, I just pray that it stops. Like, I don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but there's no marks on my son. He's well fed. You know, I ain't worried about him. How can I put it? I'm not worried about him saying, I don't want to go to daddy's house, you know, this week. Now, if that happens, I know something negative happened. You know what I mean? I don't need that to happen. Jesus, I don't need that to happen. All I gotta do is just pray. Anyway, that's my time. I was doing my podcast just, you know, while I let the car charge. I mean, this is fun while in the summertime. I don't know about don't let your car in the wintertime now. Cause sitting in a car in the wintertime, I'm gonna need a blanket for 30 minutes. Like, what the hell? I don't know, but that kind of felt good. I'm over here doing my cleanse too. It is August 1st. August 1, and this is my cleansing time. So all these emotions is helping me to cleanse my body. Reading the Bible, cleansing my soul. I'm about to start eating good. That's a challenge because I work at McDonald's, so the fries be looking good, honey. McChicken, a fresh one, shit. If I could just remember what it tastes like after it's been sitting in the cabinet for a long time, then I could just be like, oh, nah, I want that shit because it's processed food. I don't know what the fuck is patent in that shit. I just know it's good when it's fucking crispy, you know what I mean? When it comes straight out the fryer. That's why everybody be like, cook the order. Yeah, cook the order, all right. Let that shit sit in your motherfucking car after 15 minutes. Anyway. Anyway, probably won't shit for a whole week. But, yeah. I gotta start juicing. I gotta start, eating right, eating more cucumbers, so my skin can glow, my hair can grow back, my body could be cleansed and everything. Work out, adding more time for fitness, adding more time for work. I just gotta be on my grind time. My son about to be in school. Well, both of them about to be in school, but it's my daughter. I don't have to worry about her because she does her own thing. It's my son. Whatever his hours is, I have to work with his hours. With that, With that being said, I have to be on my grind, because I want him to do shit I want all of my kids to do what we can do. My oldest daughter, she's my welfare baby. She is the way we did when I was like flat ass broke. You get a little 322 a month. I was satisfied with that because I had income. I ain't never received income in my life. I had my mom's social security disability, but that had to go towards our rent because our rent was so fucking high. So I really ain't had no money. So when I got got on welfare and I was getting my own personal checks, my own little money, 322, I felt like I was a shit. But after 3 days, that shit was gone. I was broke again, crying about, what I'm going to do next month with that shit. So she is my spoiled rotten welfare baby because it went on her too. It went on her. Whatever I got from my mom's, that went on her. She got a lot of shit, a lot of SpongeBob shit. Hair was always done. She just was always a cute little chunky baby. Kaija, my middle child, she is everybody's baby. Everybody took care of her. Shit, I barely did because I was always in school, or doing something. Everybody took care of her. Everybody had their hands on her. Everybody just bought her something. She never really needed it for nothing. She was a spoiled child by other people. My son, because I always wanted a son, he's spoiled by me. Don't nobody get him shit but me. And that's just how it always been. So, when I say I want them all to do something, I really wanted them all to do something. But being that my girls are already older now, yeah, it's just me and my kids. Me and my son. So I just got him in day camp. The day camp is almost over with. He's about to be in prep school. So I want him in karate or some type of boxing because his little boy anger is something else. Because he got boxing gloves, I think I might just do boxing after school. I don't know yet. I'm doing a fundraiser now for him because little boy is growing he's really growing. For him to be short, he's tall and short at the same time. So he cannot fit his pants that he used to wear. So I gotta get him all brand new everything. And for a boy, it costs a lot of money. So I need all the help because I'm not going to degrade their father, but I can't go to their father financially for help. So I have to put in all the work. And because I have over $2,000 worth of bills, you know what I mean? Excluding the rental, $2,000 worth of bills, all the money I make is being put towards that. I don't really have any savings towards my son. So any help, that I get is a blessing. When I do these fundraisers every weekend, selling, food or whatever I'm selling, I just pray that it be successful because it's going straight to my son at the end of the day. We all a village, right? It takes a village to raise a child. Well, help me, village, because I need to raise him. I need help raise him. In Jesus' name, amen. That's my time.